it was literally phrenology, but make it Gen Z. Racist phrenology, but make it Gen Z. Here, it was this one. For anyone who's normal and didn't have to deal with watching that. The difference between angel versus witch skull. Looks maxing women. Some real life examples of angel skull. It's giving race realism. It's giving phrenology. Okay. Poggers. Pog. Nice. That's what I like to hear. And then it's like doing this for some reason to people. Hold up. Maybe we can listen to a video on it. Pausers. Oh, I don't think this is English. Never mind. I was gonna post this one, but I don't think it's English. Hold on. I'll just blink the image instead. Nothing like a little bit of phrenology. Nothing like a little bit of, just like a little bit as a treat. Just as a treat. The craziest part for me has to be watermarking to tell everyone that you did this. A bold move, really. I have to say, a bold move. Bold. Very bold. That's crazy to me. Let's see if it pays off. Yeah. Man, I wish I could find the video, but we did watch a video about how, like, it might have been a Sean video. I feel like it might have been a Sean video, but if I ever find it, I'll let you guys know. But it was just a video basically debunking everything about like the Jewish nose stereotype and how it's bullshit. Was it this video? Let me see. Maybe it was this video? I don't remember watching this video, but let's watch it.
It's a common meme among anti-Semitic trolls, a balding bearded man sporting a yarmulke and greedily rubbing his hands together. Dominating his face is a bumpy, sloping, almost comically oversized nose. This is the Happy Merchant, an innocuous name for the latest iteration of an ancient anti-Semitic trope, the big Jewish nose. So where does this hateful depiction of the hook-nosed Jew come from, and why has this meme persisted for the better part of a millennium?
Okay, this is a crazy sentence to have, by the way, in your card. And also the music is crazy. The music. Yo. We're talking about anti-Semitism? Put the upbeat music on. Let's go. Yeah, this seems like the right video. This seems like the right video to put it in. Do Jews really have hook noses? What the fuck?
Let's get one thing straight. Do some Jews have big noses? Sure, some do. I'm about to be a little controversial, so bear with me. But
oh no.
Jews are people. And since people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, yeah, some Jews have big noses. But do Jews have unusually big?
I'm sorry, but like that is that's me. That's me every time I'm about to say that like women are people. Stick with me for a second. I'm going to be a little controversial. Women are people. I know. Isn't it terrible? Oh, but I want my live-in wife-made mom. It's not fair. What about me? Huh? Al, thank you for the 5 months. Nice try, people. Nice try, Denims. Women are not people.
noses? Noses that are significantly bigger than those of other people? That's exactly the question that this guy tried to answer back in 1911. In an effort to prove, once and for all, whether Jews have big noses, this New York-based anthropologist found 4,000 Jews willing to have their features measured. You know, for science. His research found that Jews didn't have significantly larger noses than any other group within the broader American population. More recent studies in nose science, not a real field, suggest that like many other physical features, the shape and appearance of our noses are a product of geographic origin and adaptation. Meaning, the way your nose looks might depend on where you come from. Jews do have Middle Eastern origins, which means that many of us have noses that look similar to other Middle Eastern peoples. But the Middle East is wildly diverse, which means that Middle Easterners, like Jews, have noses of all shapes and sizes. And yet the myth of the huge Jewish nose endures, particularly among anti-Semites. Why? And why characterize Jewish noses of all things? It started like many Jewish problems with Christian anti-Semitism. I'm not throwing shade on all Christians, but historically, many of Jesus' followers, not always so great to us. Case in point, 1,000 years after the crucifixion, devout Christian artists were looking for the best way to represent Jesus' life and death. So far so good, right? Except that one of their favorite scenes to represent was his death, which they happened to blame on the Jews. Inconveniently, Jesus just happened to be a Jew himself. So how to differentiate between the one good Jew in the story from the rest of us bad Jews? You gotta make him as ugly as possible. You know, absurdly oversized noses, beady little eyes, and generally demonic vibes. In fact, lots of other
I have to say, the delivery of this video is still absolutely sending me. It's... I don't know how to feel about the vibes. The vibes are just... It's not what I expected, okay?
desirables, like say
Yeah,
witches.
it feels like I'm listening to like... Sorry, the theme. The emotion I feel like I'm supposed to feel because of the music and the delivery is supposed to be like, here are 5 facts you didn't know about the movie Titanic. Fact number 1. They actually didn't fuck in that room. They fucked in every single room in the Titanic. Fact number 2. Like, it feels like that's what the video should be. It feels like it's a Watch Mojo video, except it's about racism. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and here are the top 10 violent hate crimes. Like Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. Maybe I'm brain broken from pharma ads, but oh my god, lol. Post leftism. Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you. Fact number 6: the old woman in the Titanic wore a prosthetic nose. But you know what? I'll say. He's going to bring up Nazis and it's going to have that music, I fear. Top 10 moments Christians hate crime Jews. God. Loki Fox, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you. Thank you so much. What was I trying to say? Okay. And also chat really quickly. Like people love to do it because to page. But they'll be like, well, what about this Jewish person that has a big nose? Well, what about this person that has a big nose that's Jewish? But Jewish people don't have big noses? It kind of boils down to like this comic. And I've shown this comic many a time. The, wow, you suck at math. Wow, girls suck at math. Like, you won't comment on a very clearly like, well, maybe I should avoid using those words. But someone who is white, who you know is white, and has a big nose, oh, well, they just have a big nose. When a Jewish person has a big nose, it's like, well, you're Jewish, so of course. It's like, what? Lots of people from different races have big noses. What? This is silly. The math ain't mathin'. Selection bias. There's got to be some name for this. Yeah. All right. Let's go back to the video.
Get a similar treatment. You know, pointy hats, warty noses, eating kids, all rooted in anti-Semitic stereotypes, courtesy of medieval Christian artists. Thanks, guys. This ugly caricature caught on and soon spread throughout Europe. It shows up in the 13th century picture Bible commissioned by Blanche of Castile. Like lots of medieval illuminated manuscripts, this one is a work of art, except for the illustration of a handsome Jesus being whipped by his enemies, one sporting a recognizably prominent nose. But it gets worse. This Hieronymus Bosch painting from the early 1500s shows Jesus carrying the cross surrounded by a bunch of goblins? Orcs? That was his depiction of Jews. Worst of all, these kinds of illustrations often accompany blood libels, the old canard that Jews killed Christian children and used their blood in all sorts of dark rituals. Thing is, these trumped up charges often led to the torture and death for a town's Jews. Behold the power of propaganda. And here's the thing about propaganda and stereotypes. Repeat them enough times, and even people who should know better start to believe that they are true.
Doesn't make much sense to me either, but what the hell, if he says it.
By the late 1800s, nose consciousness had seeped into European Jewish communities. A doctor in Berlin responded to the moment by picking up his scalpel and pioneering the field of rhinoplasty. Most of his clientele were Jewish men and women hoping to blend in or pass as non-Jewish, internalizing and succumbing to these ugly stereotypes. The rise of Nazism gave the stereotype of the Jewish nose its most pernicious update. Among other atrocities,
Why is he saying update as if it's a fucking patch note, dude? I'm just
Nazi pseudo-doctors developed
Sorry.
a fake science of the study of Jewish skull sizes, skeletons, and especially noses. This coincided with the release of a staggering amount of Nazi propaganda depicting swarthy, big-nosed threats, including the Jew as a snake, maggot, vulture, and whatever other nasty thing you could think of. The Jewish nose even made it into Nazi children's literature. One can most easily tell a Jew by his nose, wrote Nazi propagandist Julius Streicher in a kid's story called The Poisonous Mushroom.
Hey, do you guys want to know something funny about this statement? The statement, you can tell a Jewish person by their nose. It really kind of forgets about the one second. I'm trying to pull it up. Pausers. It kind of forgets about this guy in history. Solomon Perel. Perel was born to Jewish parents who had immigrated to Germany from Russia. When the Nazis came to power, systematic persecution of Germany's Jewish citizens began. In 1935, the Perel family relocated to Lodz, Poland, where Solomon's aunt lived after their shoe store was looted and Perel was expelled from school. After the Germans invaded Poland in September 1939, Solomon Perel and his brother Yitzhak attempted to escape the Soviet-occupied part of Poland. Solomon succeeded and was placed in a Komsomo-run orphanage in Grodno while his brother made his way to Lithuania. Perel fled from the orphanage after the Nazis invaded the Soviet Union in June 1941 and was captured near Grodno by the 12th Panzer Division. Since he was a native German speaker, Perel was able to convince his captors that he was an ethnic German living outside of Germany and was subsequently accepted into his captor's unit as a Russian-German interpreter. Solomon became endeared to his German army unit and many years later, already in Israel, was invited to the 12th Panzer Division reunion. The unit's commanding office even made plans to adopt him, providing him with further protection. In his capacity of an interpreter, he later participated in the interrogation of Joseph Stalin's son, who was captured near Lyozna. Contrary to the fictionalized depiction in the movie Europa, this episode did not affect his career in... Okay. None of this is... The rest of this isn't relevant. But anyways... This guy literally speech 100, and surprise, surprise, not all Jewish people look like a stereotype with like the most like comically cartoonish witch nose. Surprise, surprise, some people just have big noses and some people have small noses. And his nose happened to be not Jew looking enough. And so they were like, oh, well, you're one of us. Oh, yeah, come on in. Yeah, no problem. There have also been incidents of like people who were wrongly accused of being Jewish during the Holocaust, by the way, and who were not Jewish. Smartest Nazi. Mm-hmm.
The Jewish nose is bent at its point. It looks like the number 6. We call it the Jewish 6. I wish I could say that this trope died with the Third Reich, but unfortunately, it's been updated for the modern day. And not just by
I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I'm really trying to compose myself, okay? Updated is just a word, Denims. Listen, okay? I'm not saying that the video is bad. The video is good. I'm just saying that I'm fucking gamer-coded, brain broken, okay? I was also... I'm sorry, I just noticed two things. First of all, he really put some oomph in that Third Reich, okay? I don't know how many people caught that shit. But second of all, how did I just notice that he's wearing the Jewish star? Do you think this guy is Jewish, or he's like, well, let me show everyone that I'm on their side really quickly? Like, what? And I'm not saying he shouldn't or he should or anything like that. I'm just saying I enjoy the he said he's Jewish in this video. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm already page. I already forgot. But this part.
Say that this trope died with the Third Reich, but unfortunately, it's been updated for the modern day. And not just by internet trolls who live in their mom's basements. In 2020, Italian painter Giovanni Gasparo unveiled his take on the blood libel. It's just as nuanced and charming as you might imagine. Demonic-looking Jews cackling in glee as they torture an innocent cherub to death. Even the 2023 Oscar winner for Best Picture, Everything Everywhere All at Once, has a Jewish character in it simply called Big Nose. Jenny Slate, a Jewish actress, plays the role. The film's directors have acknowledged this apparent oversight and apologized, but I mean, would it really have been that difficult to do 30 seconds of Googling? It's not like this is an unknown stereotype. Which brings us full circle to the hideous so-called happy merchant. It's no surprise that online trolls have adapted anti-Semitic visuals for the meme era. Sure, Jews have survived 2 millennia of exile and persecution. But like the Jewish people, anti-Semitism is uniquely enduring. Over the centuries, its visuals have evolved to stay relevant with the changes in media dissemination and consumption. This is why it's paramount to talk about these visuals, explain their origins, and reveal them for what they are. Hateful depictions that promote lies and cause pain.
I love that guy. That guy's great. I love him. Oh, I saw this Illymation video. I kind of wanted to watch it. Peepo Shy. Are Jews white? That thumbnail.
Italian blaming the Jewish people for killing Jesus. It's so perfect.
It's just chef's kiss, really. See, Thaddeus, thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you. Kitty needs uppies now. Man, cat. I think he wants to play with the racetrack right now. Denim's YouTube algorithm is about to spiral. Dude, please. I hope that this doesn't affect my... I really hope this doesn't. Some of these suggestions, man. I just need to... Shinzo Abe was assassinated. Now Japan hates him. Doctors hate this one secret trick. Japanese people hate this one secret trick.
These nuts
Building a shotgun. I'm sorry. It's too soon. Zin, thank you so much for the 6 months. Then this is your top inside out. No, this is like the design. I bought this shirt like almost a year ago, and I've basically never worn it because it looks so stupid. It's like I don't like look, so you guys understand. The tag is on this side. So like I'm wearing it the right way. It just looks really stupid. She's Shinzo on my Abe. I think he was assassinated because he was hated, not hated because he was assassinated. I mean, yeah. No, I like it. I have one like that. Oh, thanks, Mary. All right. She shin on my zo till I abe. Stop. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Can we watch a little bit of the animation video?